Welcome to Under the Rare Microscope, where we use our big brains to ask, but what does science really think about that? Think of this as a science class that goes over all the things they couldn't either get permission or didn't have time to go over in school, but now we're older and we think it's amazing. We do know that biology laughs in the face of simplicity, and I'm about to show you just a tip of how deep the rabbit hole truly goes. Because there are over 60 different genes that can completely override whatever your chromosomes were trying to do. Some of them can literally flip the script mid-development, while others, they work in the background like the switchboard operators, deciding who gets what. Let me show you. All right, so far we covered the SRY gene, and this is the only one I really ever see people talking about. The SRY gene sitting there on the Y chromosome, basically a go signal for testes. But if it doesn't activate the XY baby, not developing testes. And if it's missing entirely, the person's probably going to develop ovaries instead. No surgery, no intervention, just genetics doing its thing. All right, so we're going to say the SOX9 gene, it's way too strong. And an XX baby can develop testes without needing an SRY gene at all. There's a gene called WNT4 that's needed for ovaries, but if it's mutated, the body might just build testes instead. There is a cunning gene called the FOXL2, and if it has one malfunction, the ovaries can literally start behaving like testicular tissue later in life. Then you have the RSPO1. That gene is a wild one. Mutations can turn an XX person into a full phenotypic male with testicles and everything. Then you have the DMRT1 gene. It plays a role in maintaining testicular development. If it loses function, the body can switch gears later in life. Testes start behaving like ovaries out of nowhere. That's just 5 genes. But there are dozens more, and I can keep going. All right, before we go there, let's say that all of those 5 genes fire off as expected. If there is a surge of androgens at just the right moment, an XX baby could develop more masculinized traits, like a deeper voice, more body hair, even different genital structures. If an XY baby doesn't get enough testosterone in the womb, the body might just ignore the Y chromosome completely and just develop as a female. And if these levels fluctuate mid-development, you will get a mix. Sometimes you'll get internal testes and external female genitalia, or sometimes you get a range of variations of in between. This is why intersex variations exist. It's not even that rare at all. It's just biology being biology. Okay, so we talked about 5 genes earlier. Let me just give you 15 more that can alter sex development specifically. In the DAX1 gene, if there's an overexpression, it's another way that somebody with XY chromosomes can develop ovaries. The CBX2 gene, if you lose function there, testes won't ever form, even in an XY individual. Then you have in our 5A1, defects there, the body can literally get stuck between 2 sex pathways. All right, here's a twofer. The GATA4 and the FOG2, they're needed for normal testes. So if you got mutations there, no testes, even in an XY individual. All right, here we go. SF1, FGF9, WT1, LHX9, ATRXCYP11A1, HSD3B2, AMH, AR, STAR, and CYP17A1. That's a total of 20 genes. And guess what? There are at least 40 more involved. That's how deep this goes. And everyone's over here fighting about gender. So next time somebody tells you that biology is simple, send them this video, because the truth is, your chromosomes, they're just a suggestion. The real work is being done by genes, hormones, and how that all interacts together in specific timing. Once you learn how much timing in the womb really matters. Anyways, sex is not binary. It never was. And the more we learn, the wilder and more beautiful it gets. Not scary, beautiful. If this just updated your firmware, please drop a like. Let me know in the comments. I would love the support from the bottom up. I'd absolutely love a follow. And as always, stay curious and stay rare.